We know now that we can avoid 13% of death if 90% of our women in Osho can practice exclusive breastfeeding. We have that evidence right now. And what we are trying to do is to see how we can work with our women groups to promote EBF.
The state of Osun has not been doing very badly as far as exclusive breastfeeding is concerned, even though we're still far below the recommended percentage coverage in order to have any appreciable impact on reduction of infant and childhood mortality in a community. For instance, the state of Osun as of now, recent study shows that the rate is around 55.3%, which still means that about 1 out of 2 of our children are not being exclusively breastfed. And this has a grave consequences. Studies have shown that a child that is exclusively breastfed has six times chances of survival than children who are not exclusively breastfed. And also, they are 13 times less to die than children who are not exclusively breastfed. And more importantly, the reason why we are canvassing for increasing the coverage of exclusive breastfeeding is that we know within a community where about 90% of children are exclusively breastfed, the children in such community, the infant mortality in that community will be reduced by at least 30%. That means that exclusive breastfeeding is like a low-hanging fruit that impacts maximally on child survival in any community. So if in the state of Osun we are able to push up the rate of exclusive breastfeeding to 90%, then we know we can reduce our infant mortality, which as of now is unacceptably high, compared to the targets that were set for ourselves. Because as of now, about out of 1,000 children born alive, 78 of them is likely to die before the reach of 1 year. And nobody pray for such a things. And we know one of the low-cost intervention that the government could embark upon that costs less, far less than any other intervention, is to promote exclusive breastfeeding. And this is what this government has actually taken as a priority. For instance, early this year, Mr. Governor inaugurated 2 committees, one state steering committee on breastfeeding and the other one technical working group on breastfeeding.
The child that is not breastfeeding, if you see that child, you know that this one is not breastfeeding, because you will see the impact in that child. But one that is breastfeeding very well, breastfeeding for 6 months, you too will know that this is a better child.